Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for watching Cooper's Thai Adventure. Welcome back. Today I've got another walk and talk, and it's on a very sort of manly subject here. Let me just get my camera here working. There we go. And every now and then, I have to take my walk and talks back to the reason that most of us men come out to Asia, and tell it like it is. So this one video here is definitely not for the faint-hearted, and it is going to be raw, and I mean with a capital R. And what's going to be raw about it? I'm going to be talking about sex. That's right. I said it. Why do most men come to Asia? Sex. That is why most men come out here. Because they ain't happy with what they're getting at home. It's got to be said. I'd be lying if I said that wasn't the, in the top 3 choices of why men come out here. Because it is. And you all want to know what to expect. Man, what's it going to be like, Coop? Are these women here going to be frigid and sort of boring between the sheets? Or are they going to blow me away? Well, both is the answer to that. If I'm honest, when you first meet them, especially if she ain't never been with a Westerner, she's going to be frigid, going to be nervous, not know what to expect. The Thais all have their horror stories that they tell each other about us Westerners. Like, hey, they're really big down below, and, it's painful. Those are the sort of things the Thai women say about us to each other. And it's just one of those myths, And one day try it. They find out, hey, I actually love it. I don't know why this person was saying this, It ain't as bad as you girls make out it is, And they're nervous, a little bit unsettled, don't know how to, enter into that part of the relationship. So you got to give them a bit of time. But then when you'll find is if you reciprocating, if you giving them the same pleasure they're giving you, they'll do just about anything you want. I don't give a damn how kinky it is. They're going to do it. And I know in the West and a lot of relationships that you'll meet a girl and she'll sort of be like that, and then they change after a time, and then you start having arguments. You start resenting her, and you're like, wait a minute, what happened to the girl that was giving me everything I wanted 2 months ago, and now I have to have an argument just to get it? And I feel you. I really do. Believe me. I've had my fair share of relationships, and I was married to a Westerner, so I know what that's like. And the major difference I found, now speaking from a personal perspective here, folks, is Once you get that Asian girl to do the things you like in the bedroom, she's going to do that every time. But you got to be giving some back too, you know what I mean? You know? Don't think it's just all 68 here instead of 69. You know? Because I know a lot of people say, hey, Coop, what's a 68? 68 is where you say, hey, you give me one and I owe you one. No, you know, reciprocate, man. And believe me, she's going to be more than pleased to do whatever you want. And it ain't going to be a fad that ends in a couple of months. Because the way Western women are brought up, they're brought up to respect their man. You know, to please their man. The West has changed in that respect. It really has, man. Women don't want to go the extra mile in the bedroom. Women don't know jack shit about us men anymore. You want to test that? Sure. Here you go. Ask a woman what she thinks is the sexiest color underwear for her to wear to impress a man. And you'll be very surprised at the answer she gives. For example, she'll say red, black, pink, and all those different colors. But the one color she won't say is our favorite. And y'all saying, okay, Coop, what is our favorite? Let's see if he's right. White. That's it, white. Color white, just like this damn t-shirt right here. There ain't no sexier panties on a woman than the color white. I don't care what color her skin is. I don't care what color her hair is. I don't care if she's shaved or she's au natural. You cannot beat a pair of white panties on a woman. You cannot. And it's got to be that pure wedding dress white. You know what I'm talking about? Women don't get that. And I thought about making this video as a live stream, but I thought it might be a little bit complicated. Because I'm sure you're going to get that woman out there. It'd be like, hey, Mike, tell Cooper you like those lime green underwear I wear. You know, you like those underwear, don't you? And Mike would be like, oh, shit, Cooper, you done opened a can of worms here. Yeah, baby, I like those lime green underwear you wear. And he's only saying that because if he don't, he ain't getting none. She gonna hold it up and ain't even gonna give it to him. And that's God's honest truth, folks. Men be afraid to tell it like it is, because at the end of the day, they probably thinking, I don't give a damn what color she wears. She ain't gonna be having them on long enough for me to even notice. And maybe you're right, you know. But if it came down to a preference, you know, if we could actually tell the girls without feeling like they would take it personally, you know. If we could actually say to them, hey, my favorite color is white. Then they'd get a hell of a shock. And I can't wait for the comments to come in on this one. I'll really tell you, I can't wait for it. And you can have everything that you want between the sheets out here. You want it every day? You can find a girl out here that's going to give it to you every day. It ain't a problem. Because like I said, they're raised that way, you know. They're taught from a very early age, respect your man, you know. Treat your man right. Give him what he needs. Respect his needs, and he'll respect you. And that is true. That's all we want. What are we looking for in a woman? Let's be honest. What are we looking for? Well, we're looking for a woman that looks good, that you'd be proud to carry on your arm, walk around, show off to your friends. Say, hey, this is my old lady. That's one. And that pretty little thing you got carrying around your arm, the other thing that you want, is she a freak in the bed? She gonna do everything you want and then some. I'm sorry. In the West, it's just harder and harder to find. It really, really is. I hear it so many times. I get lots of emails. Coop, I divorced my wife after 20 years. You know, all we were doing was arguing. She refused to give me sex. You know, wasn't taking care of me anymore. I had to cook my own food, clean the house, and she just sitting there watching soap operas all damn day long, and wouldn't lift a finger for me, and neglected me. I know I can find much better in Asia. I know there's better women out there. I've watched your channel. You know, please tell me, I'm a guy that's a little bit overweight in my 60s. Please tell me there's better out there, that what I'm hearing is true. Yeah, brother, it is. And you will find her. And you'll find all the women out here are like that. Willing to go the extra mile to satisfy your needs. And the reason they're like that, because they know there's a million other Asian women out here that would drop them like a dime to take their place to get what she's got. And what has she got? What do you have to give? Not a lot, folks. You really don't. A roof over their head. A sofa to sit down on. I hear you. What? A sofa, Coop? Yeah, a sofa. I've been around a lot of Thai people's homes. Remember, I was married to a Thai for 10 years. All her friends, all her family, none of them owned a sofa. They sit on the hard floor with their legs crossed. That's the Thai way. Shit, if we did that for more than 10 minutes, we'd be in pain. They're raised that way, though. They have very little creature comforts that we take for granted in the West. A bed? Hell no. Most of them sleep on the floor with a sheet on the floor. That's it, just a sheet. Not even a mattress, folks. Toilet? No, they ain't got one of them. Well, how the heck do they go? They got a hole in the floor in the bathroom. That's it, a hole in the floor. There ain't no toilet. It's a hole in the floor. What do? You take a pail, fill it up with water from a big water drum, and you put that down the drain. It flushes it. And that's how the Thais do it out here. Hot water in a shower? Hell no. They don't have that. That's a luxury. Most Thais don't have that. Again, they use a big bucket of water with a little scooper, put that over their body to wet themselves, get a bar of soap, clean themselves, rinse off with the same bucket. That's the Thai way, folks. So just the fact that you've got a westernized place over here, be it a house, a condo, you're giving them a lot of luxury. They're going to have a sofa. They're going to have Wi-Fi. Most people, Thais don't have Wi-Fi. They use the data on their phones now. But you'll have that. You'll have Netflix and all the other stuff, you know, a proper kitchen. Most Thais don't have a proper kitchen either. They do barbecues. Little barbecues outside. And that's how they cook their food. Or they may have a little electric hob, you know, portable one that they can just plug in outside and cook on that. But a full-fledged kitchen? Nah, not many Thais have got that, folks. Not like we're used to, you know, with microwave, 4-hob burner, you know, kettles, toasters, coffee makers, and all that good stuff that we love in the West. You ain't gonna find that here in Thailand at a Thai person's house, unless they're very well off. And by well off, I mean way up there above middle class. So what you're giving that girl is luxury. Like we would be looking at Beverly Hills, Palm Springs, Rodeo Drive, you know, Bel Air. That's what it's like for them when they come and stay with you. And just those little things mean a hell of a lot to a Thai girl. I'll tell you, they do. And I ain't putting the Thai women down, you know. It's just their way of life, you know. We come from a different way, they come from a different way. Yeah, they could probably afford all this stuff if they wanted to, but they don't. They live simplistic. So when they come to these condos or houses that you all are going to get when you get here, they're pretty impressed, you know. They're like, wow, this guy's got a really nice home. He's taking good care of me. You know, I got nice, fancy furniture, big, beautiful, soft bed. I don't have to sleep on the floor with a sheet. I got a toilet I can sit down on. Hell, I got hot water in the shower. This is a novelty, you know, and it blows their mind. And like I said, they'll go the extra mile to keep you happy. Because at the end of the day, to them, the reason they want to keep you happy is because you're treating them right. Now, I'm not saying you got to give them $1 million, folks, or anything like that. Just a little pocket money, you know, keep them going. So they don't feel like they're a burden on you and have to keep asking you all the time for money. Just give them a little bit of pocket money, you know. And set your parameters early in the relationship about what you want and what you expect. I.e., what you want between the sheets. You may be one of those guys that like it with the lights on. Okay, fine, she'll be a bit shy and nervous at first, but every time you want it, the lights will be on. You may be one of those guys that want it every single day. In the West, you start a conversation with a girl in a bar, you know, that you're out on a date with or a restaurant, and say, hey, I'm looking for a girl that wants it every day. She's probably going to get up from the table, you know, and say, see you later, you know. Over here in Thailand, they'll be like, okay, no problem. It's not an issue like it is in the West. In the West, number one argument, sex. Number two argument, money. Those two right there, biggest relationship destroyers out there. Because they ain't getting appreciated. That's why men will leave. If you give a man what he wants, he ain't never going to leave your house. He really ain't. And how do I know all this, folks? Because I've been married to 2 Asian women. Okay? I was married to a Thai woman for 10 years. I've been married to Darlene for coming up on 7 years. All right? And never was it ever an issue about sex in both marriages. Okay? Why the first marriage broke down? Well, that's for personal reasons. Don't need to get into it in this channel, and I'm not going to put her down. You know, I wouldn't do that. That's not my style. But needless to say, it just didn't work out. Yeah. I was working abroad. She didn't want to leave Thailand. Long distance relationship. You guys know the rest. All right. So it just didn't work. Now, with Darlene, on the other hand, I told her from day one, I said, I want a woman that can make me happy and satisfy me in the bedroom. That's going to cook, clean for me, take care of me. And whatever she needs, I will never say no, providing she don't say no to me. Darlene looked at me like I was crazy. Like, You'll never say no to anything I ask? No, providing it's in reason. You know, you're going to ask for a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, the answer's going to be no. But, you know, if you need a new pair of shoes, you want some nice clothes, you want some makeup, you know, you want to go to the salon, get your nails done, all that sort of stuff, no problem, go do it. Just treat me right is all I ask. And she was like, okay, you got it. I love sex. She loves sex. It was perfect. Still is to this day, folks, 7 years later almost, you know, that we've been married. She's never turned me down once. No matter even if I take that little blue pill and I want it 3 times in a day, she's like, okay, you sure you're okay? You can go again? Your heart all right, babe? A little bit worried about you, honey. You got enough stamina left? You can still do it? Yeah, I can still do it, babe. All right, come and get it. It's all yours. You know, and that's like the perfect relationship. And you can find that here too, folks. All you got to do is want to find it. Like I said, there's millions of single Asian women out here. And they ain't like what we're used to. They respect their man on a whole different level. I don't care if you're 70 years old and you're as big as the Goodyear blimp. And you ain't exactly handsome. You're going to find a good woman here. They don't care. All they care about is you're going to look after them. You're going to take care of them. You're going to give them a good life. And you can. Out here for about 20% of what it would cost you to do in the West. So let me know down in the comments down below what you thought of today's video, because I got a lot more that I'd love to tell you about how to live and survive and be happy here in Thailand. So until the next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.